Welcome you all to the second lecture on permutations and combinations for class 11. So here in this lecture we shall go through the basic definition of permutation and how we define permutation when the objects are non-repeating. Now what is permutation? Now let us consider n objects, and these n objects have to be arranged in a definite order, whether you take n at a time or you take some of them. So among n, if I choose R, let's say I have to arrange R objects, or I may have to arrange all the n objects, then we refer to it as permutation. Now in the next case, this is referred to as theorem 1. Now if there are n distinct objects, so the objects are distinct, then the number of permutations of these n objects taken R at a time, where R lies between 0 and n, where the objects do not repeat, is given by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into and so on up to n minus R plus 1. So let's say there are 10 objects, so n is 10, and among these 10, if I have to choose 4 of them, then in how many ways permutations are possible? So the number of permutations would be NPR, which is 10P4. So the number of permutations is represented as 10P4, and that is nothing but 10 into 9 into 8 into and so on up to n minus R plus 1. So that's going to be n minus R plus 1. So this is nothing but 11 minus 4, right? So 10 plus 1 is 11 minus 4. So we get this value as 7. All right. So therefore, it is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. So this is how we define permutation. Now, permutation NPR is also written as factorial n divided by factorial n minus R. Now if n is equal to 10 and R is equal to 4, I get factorial 10 divided by factorial 10 minus 4 factorial, which is 10 factorial divided by 6 factorial. So what is 10 factorial by 6 factorial? I can write this as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 factorial by 6 factorial. So I end up getting 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, right? So this is how we define permutation. So with these fundamentals, let us solve the problems given in the exercise 7.2. First problem, evaluate 8 factorial. So how do I evaluate 8 factorial? It is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is how we define factorial n. So factorial n is nothing but n into n minus 1 and so on up to 2 into 1. So up to 1. So 8 factorial is multiplying all the numbers from 8 to 1. So when you multiply, you get 40320. Second one, 4 factorial minus 3 factorial. So observe, 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 factorial minus 3 factorial. So take 3 factorial common. So if I do that, I get 3 factorial into 4 minus 1, right? So 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1 into 4 minus 1 is again 3. So you get 3 into 2 is 6. 6 3s are 18. So 18 is the answer. 2 is 3 factorial plus 4 factorial equal to 7 factorial. Now what is 3 factorial? It is 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. 4 factorial is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 6 into 4 is 24. And when you add them, you get 30, right? So 3 factorial plus 4 factorial gives us 30. But whereas 7 factorial is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So when I multiply all the numbers, we get 5040. So definitely 3 factorial plus 4 factorial is not equal to 7 factorial. Question 3, 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 2 factorial. So here observe that you have 6 factorial in the denominator. So you have 8 into 7 into 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial, and 2 factorial can be written as 2 into 1. So 6 factorial can be cancelled. So 2 ones are 2 fours are. So 7 into 4 is 28. So it's a very simple problem. Next, fourth one. 1 by 6 factorial plus 1 by 7 factorial equals x by 8 factorial. So we need to find the value of x. So take the LCM here. So you get 7 factorial plus 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 7 factorial equals x by 8 factorial. So again here 7 factorial can be written as 7 into 6 factorial plus 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 7 factorial. Bring this 8 factorial to the other side equals x. So 6 factorial can be taken common. So you get 7 plus 1 divided by 6 factorial into 7 factorial into 8 factorial can be written as 8 into 7 factorial. So 6 factorial can be cancelled. 7 factorial can be cancelled. So you get 8 into 8, which is x, which is 64. A very easy problem. So find the value of n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, which is nothing but NPR as we defined, when n equals 6 and r equals 2. So you have 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 2 factorial. So you have 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial. So this is 6 into 5 into 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial. So 4 factorial gets cancelled. So 6 into 5 is 30. A very simple problem. Second one, n equals 9 and r equals 5. So you have 9 factorial divided by 9 minus 5 factorial. So which is 9 factorial divided by 4 factorial. So 9 factorial can be written as 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial. So you need to multiply all these numbers. So finally we get 15120. Right? So this is a very simple exercise 7.2, where only 5 problems have been given. So in the next topic we shall deal with a few more theorems under permutations and solve the problems given in the next exercise 7.3. So to view all the other videos in mathematics for class 11, do not forget to click on the I button or go through the playlist mathematics for class 11. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads. And thanks for watching.